Hi, welcome to Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Bison, and this is Carnage Heights. Tonight we're going to be playing some Cyberpunk Red, and these are the awesome people that I'm going to be playing with. Let us start with Kraken.
Hello everybody, I'm Brilchan. I play Kraken, the crazy drug addicted netrunner slash technician who really needs therapy and some help. But he tries to be a nice guy. And I think that's all from me now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be all.
We all desperately need therapy.
Yeah, definitely.
And with that segue, let's go to Reg Death.
Hi, I am the Scarred Adventurer. I play Red Death here on Tuesdays. When Wednesday rolls around, I will be playing Fane and Samson. When Thursday is on, I am Lucas Alexander Warcrest. This Sunday, if all goes to plan, we will see a return to the lovely land of Salaka and the insane people that I torture in my little medieval, well, not medieval, like pre-industrial revolution town world of just insane monsters. And I'd mostly torture them with the characters that aren't horrifying. The best.
It's like an
Otherwise, there's
advanced tester.
um, other than that, you can find me working with Tango Productions to do all sorts of fun stuff. I don't know exactly what I'm allowed to talk about at the moment, so I will let Tango Productions take that when talk about that if we're allowed to talk about it. I don't know.
Last but certainly not least, the aforementioned Tangor Productions.
Yes, hi, my name is Sarah. I run Tango Productions. Um, there's something that we literally can't talk about until tomorrow. So we literally can't talk about it like for another week, y'all. Sorry. Um,
Suffer with us.
yes, y'all get the fun of not knowing what the hell is going on because we don't either. Um, I am working on a lot of stuff over on Tango Productions. Um, besides that, you can see me here on Tuesdays for this game as Magic. On Thursdays, I am running the King's Pyrite game. When Wednesdays comes back, I will be playing Crimson Rave. And on Sunday, I am Lily O'Connell.
Lastly, I am Bison_Stonefist. I'm here a lot. On Mondays, I play Jack, not a cop, Aldridge, in our Buffy the Vampire TTRPG Grave New World. I forgot what my new one is, so I just went with the old one. Tonight, I'm running Cyberpunk Red. On Thursday, I play in the King's Pyrite game as Encino, the I'm going to make you all heroes whether you like it or not, Dragonborn Paladin. And when we do manage to get our finale, we will be playing one last game as Sid Brimlock, the implacable engineer in our necrobiotic radio drama Dead to Rights. Cyberpunk Red was written by Mike Pondsmith and is published by Art House Orion Games. Our VTT of choice is Roll20. We can thank Pixabay for the background images, and we especially thank Thunderscape 7 for making it background art. So now that the boring stuff's out of the way, let's get to the fun part. We're going to come back with the image we left with last week. Here is pounding the absolute piss out of a rotten Johnny. Kraken, Red Death, and Magic are crowding around Steve as he lay bleeding on the ground. Red's helmet has connected to Steve's biomonitor, revealing that the former assassin had a second heart. Just as it seemed as things were going as planned, Red's link goes, well, red. And warning, warning, error during pulmonary override. Apply aid immediately. Warning, warning. And starts flashing in your eyes.
Yeah, I'm immediately. Normally, me wants to make a sarcastic comment and start saying stuff. Red is just going to start actually trying to fix this.
Okay, give me first aid or paramedic, whichever you have.
Ah, I've got first aid. Because paramedic is for nerds. I'm kidding.
Is he telling any of us about this?
No, you can see him panic and immediately start, like, pulling out his first aid stuff. So you can see some of that, but you can't. Yeah. 15, though.
15. The biomonitor is showing a percentage progress and then a time to expiration. You have passed once. When you get enough passes, Steve will wake up. Fail enough times, and he flatlines. This is important because as Red Death is poking and prodding with various medical instruments, you guys start to hear. Sorry?
So Red is going to take off his helmet or something in such a way that it can. Other people can see the biomonitor signals.
Yeah, it's flashing across your lenses. So they can see that something's happening, but basically unless you're wearing it, you can't read it.
Never mind.
Yeah. Just as you guys see Red Death starts pulling out medical instruments, he's got like a little pocket defib and a bunch of other things. You guys hear more shouting from inside as the stream of clubgoers swells and you hear gunfire coming closer. A few Rotten Johnnies start to make their way down the hallway. Their arms and weapons are now glowing as they enter the black light. Here looks up, mid punch, turns his head down the hallway, stands, and without looking to you, says, "The Tao has provided a distraction, both for you and for me." He looks down at the multi-eyed Maelstormer. "We have a job to do. Guard the door." Here grabs the protesting man by the arm and lifts him to his feet before they go back in and shut the door behind them. Soon after, you hear what you would expect to hear from here. And you find yourselves on a mostly deserted street with imminent danger.
I got a question. Would that cyber roll help with anything? Because I got cyber tech at 12, maybe it would help something. Yeah, you're allowed to say no. No problem.
You know how to help, but you'd need medtech training to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like knowing how to repair the engine but not having the skills to do it.
Definitely. So I am thinking if I should try to roll first aid or would I make it worse?
That's all depending on how well you roll.
Yeah, I think Kraken would try to help with first aid.
So would Magic, but if we only have a certain amount and she doesn't know, she's not gonna.
Oops, not so good. Then, so that would be a failure. I think.
Neither of you guys know.
Yeah.
You lack the medical training to be able to tell whether. Actually, no, you've got the biomonitor. It was a fail.
Yeah.
You don't see what appears to be a progress bar.
Magic, how good are you with?
I'm decent, but we need to move.
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
We cannot move him.
Hand someone a pistol.
I got 23.
23. Oh, you critted with a 23. Yeah. That is definitely a bonus. But as you sit there working on Steve, you see 4 rotten Johnnies come around the corner. One of them looks like a carbon.
Kraken would take out his new gun and he would try to cover shoot because he's full into panic mode and PTSD once more because somebody's dying. So he would try to shoot rubber bullets at the Johnny Carbon.
Magic, you were about to say something?
While she is working and seeing this, she's like, we need to move. We don't have
Can
a
we
choice.
move him?
Can we? Do I know that?
Do you have
I would know
paramedic?
that a bit more.
I have a little bit in it.
Okay.
In our team, only exit had paramedic, if I remember.
I have an aid in paramedic.
Oh,
Okay, roll that because a paramedic has a better depth of knowledge.
Shoot, sorry, didn't mean to roll twice, but I
Yeah.
got 10 and 13.
We'll take the 13 because,
Phew.
Moving him isn't the best idea, but getting shot is worse. Like you can transport him. It's going to be rough, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Magic. How is the progress bar looking at the moment?
It's about between a third and a half.
Okay, I'm gonna hand her my helmet.
To put on?
Yep. Biomodern signals are in there. It should help you out a bit. I'm going to start shooting people.
yeah,
Is there a
Kraken.
way
I don't
Is
think
there a
we
way
can
to-
move him in an easy way.
Sorry, Magic, you're about to say something?
Magic wants to start looking for stuff to move Steve with, so that at least Steve and her can get out of line of fire and she can keep working on him.
Steve is surprisingly light. Like, he's not a very big guy. He's maybe 5'2" at best. And whatever Arasaka built him with is definitely top shelf. And so
Is there somewhere
he probably weighs
we
as much as you do, as much as Magic does.
is there anywhere
The
that
fanboy's still there?
Oh yeah, Magic was talking to 3 fanboys.
Yeah.
I don't think you can convince them to die for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I don't
it
think
wasn't
that's
that
what she was about to.
No, just move this guy.
just move the guy out of danger effectively so that Magic can keep working.
Okay, you rolled, if I remember correctly, you rolled crazy well on that
Yeah,
charismatic.
it was a crit.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
not putting words in anyone's mouth. Could we
there-
theoretically just have them move her and the body to cover?
Yeah, and then split.
Yeah. Red Death, give me a tactics roll.
Okay.
I know it's
That's
something
in
you're good at. I think
education.
it's education.
21.
21.
Yeah, I didn't roll super well on that. I'm kidding.
You guys are super exposed here. If you don't move, you're going to get overwhelmed.
Okay.
Here has given you a distraction. These guys are still going to be right on your ass, but it could have been a lot worse.
Magic, men, I'm assuming it's primarily, or however you
Three bro
self-identify.
dudes.
Folks.
I described it as 3 bro dudes.
Very
Yes, I'm
nice,
just,
folks.
and men, or however you self-identify, is literally how he's saying it. Take Magic and Steve, start running. Can I use a loc? Because I've been here before. Maybe not this
Local
exact
knowledge?
area, but local knowledge to find us a quiet, safe corner away from the closest quiet, safe corner away from these people.
All right, give me a local expert roll.
That is an 18.
18.
One down from a crit.
Oh, so close. You this area is mostly warehouses. And it's a lot of abandoned buildings. If you guys can find something that isn't a bleeding warehouse, because those are just wide open spaces if there's nothing being used in them.
Well, then what about the what would you call it? It's a small building that would have your OSHA mandated area to take a break, like literally a break room.
Not in those times. There is no OSHA
yeah,
anymore.
OSHA, what's that?
No, I know.
But
yeah, no, never mind. That was it. I'm just saying, like, a break room in one of these warehouses would still function.
Kraken had of 24 when he shot a rubber bullet at them too.
Okay. That rubber bullet beans one of them in the face.
He's like, go away!
Yeah, not one of the bro dudes. One of the Johnnies.
No, Johnny's, yes.
OSHA's will wash it up on the beach. Yeah, so
I do have an actual plan. I just need to know where I need to send people. And where we need to start going.
Like, there are warehouses everywhere, but they're mostly locked. Like, you guys did kind of make your way in this way. Because you took the bus.
Kraken could open a warehouse, but he would need Red to tell him what to do. He's full in PTSD panic mode, so he's not thinking very
Okay.
clearly.
And with an 18, there's definitely no old safe house of Reds.
Not here.
No.
The marina was kind of rebuilt quickly after the war, and this was kind of just a convenient place to put things.
Yeah, Red's going to. Then I'm going to very quickly get into a warehouse, not in the main center area of the warehouse, the break or whatever constitutes a break room or entranceway or anything that has 4 walls. It's less than 14 meters by 14 meters.
Break room in this economy?
I don't care. Find one.
I don't know. Could it's like heavy movement? Could Kraken help to get Steve out of the way as part of his movement?
The 3 fans of Magic pretty much have Steve. Okay. Like there's 3 of them. One arm, both legs, or I guess 2 arms, both legs. And so
Kraken would go with them, like facing front the Johnnies to open some warehouse.
Yeah.
Magic, you go with. I need 5 seconds, and I'm following behind you.
And
I'm
Magic
counting down.
taking off the helmet and making sure to give it back.
No, keep it with you. It has the biomonitor signals in it. Besides, that thing doesn't stop bullets.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe could I get an awareness check to find a door?
We're gonna figure out.
Yeah,
I'm guessing Red Death is going to attack these 3 guys.
He's gonna throw a flashbang.
Okay, so I have to remind myself what flashbangs do game.
I think range weapons.
They really friggin' hurt the eyes.
Yeah, I'm assuming I just need a moment to disorient and blind to give us more time to run.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm looking for. I know they don't do any damage.
Unless
Yeah,
they
but
have
there's
eye
just
mods.
how it affects the flashbang. Flashbang.
Because Red, luckily, has that on his character sheet.
Okay,
He,
I
so
remembered.
he bought a lot of smoke bombs and flashbangs.
Oh.
I remember that.
so they've
Yes.
got some rolls to make. I need you, and that's just a picture. That's not useful. There's one. All right, so two guys have to body. One, two. Okay, so those guys can't see or hear.
I'm assuming because the Carbon is wearing sunglasses, he's somewhat mitigating the effects.
He's a little bit better. He's
That's
done
not
some
how it
drugs
works.
before. He's maybe been pepper sprayed once or twice. He still fails. So you guys hear the bang of the flashbang, and a chorus of fucks, because it's the same voice 3 times, and 2 of them aren't as good. So a chorus of fucks as the 3 rotten Johnnies grab their eyes and then their ears and their eyes, their ears. They don't know which one hurts more.
Yeah. Because this is still my 5 seconds before I run after them.
mhm.
I'd like to fire off twice.
Okay, I will give you 1 shot because you use the other one for the flashbang.
Okay. And remind me smart bullets.
+1 to hit.
Cool. So that's a 24.
Definitely hit.
Those bullets have a PhD in philosophy.
And I
Memento
have a
mori.
4, 2, and a 6. So that's just 12.
The regular hit. Congrats on the 6 though. So yeah, so that's
Should have known that I didn't need to tell you that it was a 4, 2, and a 6 because
it'll tell me.
I do? Oh, never mind.
Chorus of Fucks is my new jazz band. All right. Your round hits one of the regular Johnnies in the chest. He's like, I can't see. Ow, now my chest hurts. And you guys have some time, so to speak. So you guys head towards the nearest warehouse. I'm gonna use my dice tower. Kraken, what's your luck stat?
I think it's 7. Let me look it up. Yes, so 7 in look. The max.
The door is unlocked.
Great.
So
So he's like, let me open. He takes out his
his picks and
his
stuff.
picks and stuff, but it's open.
He's like,
Oh,
click.
comunism wins. Let's go in.
So you guys head in. It's predictably dark. Red Death hasn't quite caught up to you yet, but you see them. You see Kraken get a whole bunch of tools out, and he's just about to do it. And then he's like, "Wait a minute!" Tries the door, and it's open. He just. So you guys go in. It's predictably dark. Give me a perception check for both magic and Kraken.
Okay.
That's in awareness.
Yes.
18.
4. Kraken, you're
Kraken is
still
still
like
in
in your
panic mode.
still kind of like in your first month with the new eyes, and apparently they haven't quite figured out
Yeah.
drastic changes to light yet. You can't see.
How does those meat things work? Why it's so dark? And he's searching in his bag for some glow sticks in his tool bag.
Magic, you can see that this
Some glow sticks.
that somebody should probably get fired for what you guys just did, because this place is full. There's
Oh,
sea
he
cans,
got light tattoos. He would
yeah,
turn
there's
on his tattoos.
yeah, there's sea cans, there's you know, big scaffolded with pallets, just walls, feet and feet and feet and feet of just boxes and things. You can make out computers, a bicycle, you know, all sorts of crap. It's too far away. Like it's still, you know, a bit to know if you wanted to read anything. But yeah, it's a chock full. You don't know where the break room is. You can't find it from where you're at. There's too much stuff in the way.
Okay, I'm just gonna I guess look at my fans and look at Kraken and stay quiet. Stay together. I don't think they're gonna come looking here. So let's just try and not get caught.
Kraken is kind of wants to go looting, but he's a cyber psycho, but he still cares about Steve. And should I try to find something? I'm not good at high level medicine. And
We don't need to find anything. We just need to be quiet and not get caught.
I'm not good at that, but okay.
It's okay. Just okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Can I roll for stealth?
Yeah, can I get you guys to roll stealth, please?
Yeah, that was my my
20.
Crit 20.
And a 21 from Kraken.
Still worse than
Get-
Kraken. It's
Character
hilarious.
was not built for stealth, so
You guys
Kraken is
are,
just gonna be stealthy.
yeah. You
That's
guys,
what she told him.
it's kind of like you know what you're doing. You've got the 2 professional edge runners. They, you know, breaking into a warehouse is nothing. You know, your buddy's dying. This is just a Tuesday, literally. And then there's these 3 dumbasses. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. You can hear their feet skiffing on the floor.
Kraken would be. Thank you
left,
for your help.
other left.
Goodbye.
One of them's trying to drive the other
You're
dude because
amazing.
they're faced backwards. I'm like, well, what if we do it the other way? No, man, I can't walk backwards. I'm too drunk for that.
Take our bags. Goodbye.
Kraken's just taking Steve and like, we got this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Leave this to the professionals, boys.
Yeah. He
Yes,
would take one of the boxes and here's a gift for you. Communism is the best.
Okay,
Thank you
wait.
for your help.
Hold on a second. I
Collectivism.
want you to roll something for me, Kraken, because this is way funnier.
Definitely.
Give
Let's
me a
go.
persuasion roll, please, in social.
Yes. This would be great, and I think I would I have a bonus because I drink Smash. I think.
Oh yeah, Smash gives you a bonus.
Yeah, +2. I
Um,
think, but I don't know if it.
And oh yeah, Smash does give you a bonus in social situations, especially if there's more Smash around. And these guys are
It's
smashed.
12, it would be 12 plus 2.
Yeah.
And I think
Is it 12 plus 2 or 2 for each bro dude that's there?
No,
No,
it's fine because they rolled like a 7.
yeah, and I also have the tattoos and hair, and that gives
Yeah.
plus 2 cool, but I didn't add that in the
So
character sheet.
So Red Death, when you get to the door, it's just as these 3 guys are opening it, and you see 3 big, muscly bro dudes. They look like they should be at a Gold's Gym right now.
And Kraken would give
kinda
them
like
a random box, loot
yeah,
box.
yeah. They're like they walk out all slouched and like sort of looking at the ground, identically. And the last one's holding a box with like a bunch of rubber ducks in it. And as he passes you, he's like, I didn't even get an autograph.
No, she
Matt's
did
pretty sure
give
last
them
session it did
selfies and
that.
autographs.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did
Yeah.
give them autographs. He's like,
Oh, I was about to sign, just hand them headshots. You just go,
just
go.
sign one of the ducks.
Yeah. The perfect gift from a Netrunner or a rubber ducky.
Yeah, just a box full of rubber ducks.
That was a perfect gift for the programmers. Boom, programmer joke. Very few people get that.
Definitely, that's what I was going for.
Yeah. So yeah, Red Death, you get in there, and it doesn't take much to find them. I mean,
I just turn on thermals.
pretty much. So Magic, I'm gonna need another first aid or paramedic roll as you continue to try and help Steve.
What happens when I change? There we go. 15.
It takes a few seconds for your biomonitor link to get back to connect because actually no, you were still wearing it, weren't you, Magic?
Yes,
I'm wearing
Yeah.
she was
the
wearing
mask.
it.
Yeah, never mind. It's close to complete, but at the same time there are plenty of flashings in Japanese. Do you know Japanese?
Nope.
Yeah, you have no idea.
This guy does.
She'll if once Red Death comes back, she'll start asking and be like, "Did there's symbols on here that I don't know? In a language I
over.
don't know." Yep.
What does the Japanese say?
This
Domo
man is
arigato,
dying. Why
Mr.
hasn't he?
Roboto.
Why isn't he in a hospital yet?
We're trying, motherfucker.
Trying to get to the nomads. We're trying.
Yeah, I have the biomonitor back on as well. I'm gonna first aid.
Yeah, it's
This is a worse idea. I've got a 60% chance of completely screwing up. 17.
The bar goes up again. Like the readings you're getting is that it's a pressure issue. The heart's pumping away and pumping away, but
The
something
pressurizing is building and causing a blockage.
yeah, something is no, there's not enough pressure.
Oh. Very jokingly, just for a moment, Red Death, this is not an actual thing. This is non-canon.
Above board.
Red Death leans into the heart and goes, "Listen here, you little shit, you better start doing better or else I'm gonna..." So, really applying the pressure.
Listen, man, it's the conference finals. If you don't get your fucking shit together.
Yeah, let's roll scare the heart.
Yeah.
Quickly, interrogation check.
Intimidation roll.
I roll intimidation on your heart.
So now that they know that what's happening, if they would clue Kraken in maybe now Cybertech, at all because the medicine people tell
You-
him.
Red Death would
That's the
have to
problem
tell
is.
Magic that there's something wrong with the pressure. There's low pressure.
Yeah,
the problem,
Red Death is. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Just answering Kraken's question.
Yeah.
The problem is not so much whether you can; it's the fact that
I don't know
You're-
how it works. Too complex.
you don't know how it works because
I
you
get
know
it.
how artificial hearts work. They pump blood when the original doesn't work.
Yeah.
However,
I don't know how it works in a human being.
yeah, you'd have
Okay, I
to
get
perform
it.
surgery in order to
So-
even look at the tech that you're working with, just to even know
Okay.
how to help.
I totally get it. So another idea, could I do a conceal reveal object because Kraken is a pack rat and now he's in a building full of stuff and he's stressed and he wants to steal stuff because he's stressed and he cannot help.
Drug-induced kleptomania.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, yay! We have an exit. Hooray!
But
Someone hurt themselves or punched a ceiling.
Yeah. All right. So Kraken, yes, give me please a conceal reveal object as you attempt to collect something from this warehouse.
let's
Red is-
redistribute some wealth.
16.
Like
I'm
there
gonna
was some
roll some
rubber duckies, some
dice.
computers.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Let's see.
How do I stop him?
You cannot.
You know, if you
Socialism will
if you
redistribute.
really want to be doing that, then you go ahead. Red's gonna finish saving a life.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
All right.
Annoying.
Kraken is all high and talking about redistribution of wealth.
Yes, X is in the game already, but her and Magic have to switch spots.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure
In the overlay.
So yeah,
I-
Kraken, you go off a looting and you pick up some yeah. You pick up it's just like miscellaneous stuff. Like you've got a handheld game, you've got some clothing,
He,
a
he
pair
would
of
totally,
shoes.
he would totally put on the clothing, but it's too short for him, and now he has a crop top.
Yeah, it's not only just a little bit too small for you, but it's still got the tag on it, the security tag. So you've got like this little bunch down in the corner that has a big white bar on it. The shoes don't fit. They're a little too big.
But he would put them in the bag, like, I'm gonna give those to someone who is homeless, and it will be so great.
All right.
Red would like to know what blood type Steve is, if it says on his biomonitor.
It doesn't. There is a black bar where it looks at the blood type.
Oh, that's not gonna help.
Secret agent, man.
Secret agent blood.
Yeah,
Oh,
Red's
no.
going to dip into his very rarely used in the what is the sack of only used for specific situations and then never gets to
Bag of
be used
narrative
again.
convenience.
Bag of narrative convenience, yes, or carry-all of negative narrative convenience in this sense. He's gonna pull out. He wants to grab some synthetic blood, essentially, from the first aid kit.
Okay. Make a first aid roll for me.
Yeah, and because I know what's going on, I'm asking very politely. May I please have a bonus?
Yes,
Thank you.
Can Magic help?
absolutely.
An exit as well.
I'm going to get to you in 1 sec, right after this roll.
14.
12.
Okay. So I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger as we get back to exit. We're going to rewind time a few hours to when you guys were still in the afterlife. Bones is thinking away on his CityNet connection, and Exit gets a quick message from Bones on her agent, and her internal agent. It says, "Don't react. I learned some things. I need you to rustle up the cavalry. Head to Broken Bones and find Skell. Hopefully you guys can make it in time. Now look shocked and get moving." You rushed out of the booth with a half-muttered excuse and run right into Red Death, knocking you over. He doesn't even stop to see if you're okay, and you watch from the floor as he has a brief conversation with a sharp-looking Asian businessman in a black suit and red tie, and then sits down at the bar and
I
then
can't
sits
read
down
that.
at the it says, "Take my blood, you bastard." Um and then sits down at the bar motionless. There's a shadow looming over you, and you see Gav's massive hand. "You need some help, miss?"
Uh, Thank you. I'm okay. But she takes his help anyway.
He lifts you without any inkling of effort. Like, you're just, like, if you had stiffened up, he could have lifted you as you were sitting, and it would have felt the same. "Miss Rogue says I shouldn't be hard on people like him. Solos is fucking weird, she says. Don't know what that means, but if he's no bother to you, he's no bother to me."
I'm not bothered at all.
"Very well then, miss." And he kind of, "You look like you needed somewhere to be, so I'll let you off then." As
Thank you. Have a good day.
Gav's voice totally changes because I didn't save our Steve. All right. So you get in your vehicle and you head down to Broken Bones. The bar's doing pretty well tonight. Lots of road cycles out front. Inside, you realize the entire clientele is Skull Kids. Like, there's one guy in the corner hiding behind a cardboard standee trying to enjoy his beer in peace, but it's leather jackets and motorcycle helmets as far as the eye can see. They appear to be watching sports on the TV, and from the sounds of it, they're losing. With all of the Skull Kids here, you can't really make out Skell. So if I can get you to give me a human perception check to try and find them or them. 15. Uh, you manage to find the back of their head as they head to the bar to grab more beer. As you walk in, they turn around and they see you and they're like, "Hey, you come to watch the game? The Gotham City Knights are visiting. We're getting slaughtered." They're grinning for some reason. "I'm set to make like 500 eddies off these gongs. It's great."
Sorry, I may have missed something. Did Bones tell me why?
Didn't. Just said, "Need you to rustle up the cavalry." Did I miss a line? I totally missed a line. These kids are way over their heads.
All right.
Sorry, I apologize for missing a line, but yeah, Bones
No
implied
worries.
that Magic's in trouble, or going to be in trouble.
We need some help.
Really? They visibly sag with disappointment. "Oh, there goes that payday. Of all the nights. Fuck." They
I'm
turn to
sorry.
the rest of them. "Oi, which one of you gonkheads are still drunk enough to ride?" Couple hands kind of raise, and there's some grumbles and some money exchanged as they leave. Skell gets on the only two-seater and nods to Exit as they helmet up. "We'll get there faster if you let me drive."
All right.
Hey, did the boss say why we're all saddling up for this?
I've forgotten once again. No, he didn't say.
He didn't specifically say no.
He didn't. He didn't say anything specifically.
Oh man, it's the Petrochem ambush all over again. This'll be fun. Well, let's go.
All
As
right,
you,
ready when you are.
the bike's incredibly fast. It sounds like the Batmobile when it powers up. And as you ride to Totentanz, you hear an explosion. And as you look behind you, you see a skyscraper split in two and come crashing to the ground. This would be just as Silver John made his speech in Totentanz. He said he was going to teach, he's going to get Night City to wake up when isn't magic in trouble. And so you see this skyscraper, just big bloom of fire come out the side, and then a bunch more, and then it starts to like sag one way and then come down and then hit the building beside it, and then the part that was falling collapses, and you hear screams and sirens, and it's just absolute madness. Skell almost bails the bike. The explosion is so loud.
I'm starting to understand now.
We better get moving.
Yeah.
I think maybe to make the story easier, I think that Exit could get a location, like find my phone, but for Kraken. I think after the last few times she had, he gave her some ability to find him because he's always online.
Find my
So,
cephalopod.
yeah. Find my crazy drug addicted chum. The app.
Really still find my cephalopod while I was looking up what the hell are squid called again.
Squid Games Communism Edition.
Squid Games is the Splatoon mobile app.
Yeah.
Anyways,
just to
high
make
is
it
he right
easier
now?
to get the band back together.
Yeah, for the how high is he right now? Willie Nelson's only a 4. Anyways,
Up to 11.
yeah, it goes up to 11. Red Death, Magic, and Kraken. Do any of you have enhanced audio?
Nope.
I think I'm the only one.
I have ear protection.
Ear protection. Okay. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, you wouldn't. What? Never mind. That wouldn't have mattered. I am going to need awareness perception rolls from the 3 of you.
Okay.
Cool. I just
One
learned I can put a
moment,
+1
please.
into that skill because of things.
31
From
magic and a 29 Red Death.
15 from Kraken.
Kraken, you don't so much notice what's going on as you notice the reaction from Magic and Red Death. They kind of like their ears perk up, and like as one, they go like this. They turn to the door just as a foot goes through it, kicks it open. Very familiar boot. You've seen it on every one of these jackasses you've taken out so far. As 5 more Rotten Johnnies come in.
My hands are deep. My hands.
Elbows deep.
I am elbows deep in chest cavity.
And Magic is trying her best to help.
Could Kraken throw a box at them? because he was looting. Just threw a box at the boot.
That's right. You're in a different spot.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can throw a box at them. Give
Amazing.
me either
I think
archery,
maybe brawling or melee weapon.
either body athletics or fighting brawling, whichever is higher.
Body athletics. Everything is about dex, and I have a -2 on dex, but it's
body
the same.
athletics?
So I will
Oh, it is.
give brawling.
All right, 15.
I'm rolling all 15s today.
You pick up a box of stuff and you just take this, you cheater, or you fakes. Wow.
Redistribute the wealth.
And you whip this crate of stuff and
Get
crashes.
redistribution system.
We forgot to promote the stream again. I am 2 for 2 on that.
Yeah, I was wondering
I forgot
about
to promote
that.
my stream the other day.
Maybe you should have said something.
Womp womp.
Oh, well.
Yes, indeed. Oops.
I think
Thanks,
it's a
producer
box
Kevin,
of,
for being on the
yeah.
totally on stuff tonight.
Yeah,
It's
don't
a-
insult our producer. That's a great way for us to suddenly be no lights, no sound, no nothing.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. Show's over.
I think it's a box of ugly 90s plushies like Dead Cat something, and Kraken takes them and cat redistribution system, you fucks.
Yeah, so you redistribute some capitalism onto this rotten Johnny, and it crashes into him. There's a whole bunch of squeaking as he hits the ground as all these plushies crash into him.
Well, at least our deaths will be funny.
And
As
Kraken's chuckling like a
the
madman.
other 4 take shots on him. Because
Well, at least Kraken's death will be funny.
Yeah.
1, 2. Okay, so that was 2 with the pulsars. All right.
Some evasion rolls or not really?
Are you going to evade? Because the way evasion works is it replaces the difficulty value. The difficulty value is currently 20. Which
I
means
think not. I think no. He would just sit there and laugh at them.
yeah, as your entire surround. So you guys hear Kraken's little exclamation. You hear this crash, some squeaking, a whole bunch of bullets. And then like half a second, like just absolute quiet as you hear the tinkling of the casings hit the ground. And then Kraken laughing.
Oh, thank God. Is all Red Death says as he's... And clamp this artery.
Two of the Rotten Johnnies hear you say that. And start heading your way. So Kraken has 2 on him, Red Death and Magic have 2 on them.
Do I have enough time to remove my hands from chest cavity and
Give me a
throw hands?
roll.
I don't know if we succeeded on those last rolls.
Maybe
Can I use an awareness check to see whether or not this person is going to live?
Yeah, give me an awareness check.
What is this?
19.
All right.
23.
Wow.
If you guys manage to sew him back up in the next like couple of seconds, he should be okay. But right now he's got this, unfortunate condition of his chest cavity's wide open. You've been digging around with your fingers.
Magic staple gun. Just hands her that from the first aid kit.
Could Kraken do some dance or I don't know some rule of cool stat to get all the attention is on him? Because he would do that totally.
Hold on, let me see what we got here.
I'm happy with no, but that would be the idea to do it.
That's just driving.
I'm
Control
gonna pull out
sounds
my-
like such a cool category, but it's literally just driving.
I do actually know what I'm about to do.
Conversation. He's got a 3 or 6 in persuasion plus the
Yeah, let's
smash.
call it a persuasion check.
So
Because
it
you're trying to convince them to come fight you.
yeah. So you stupid posers and stuff like that, and it would be +2 for the tattoos and stuff, and +2 for the smash.
It matters.
It's still too low.
Yeah, you got your base of
Minus
2
5.
because he rolled a 7 - 5, unfortunately. You're so amped up. You have this great speech in your head. You got the perfect insult, and it's going to be
But he's
awesome.
too drunk.
And then you say it in Polish.
Yeah. Wygłupki jedne, chodźcie ze mną walczyć! And they just don't get it. Yeah, like, you stupid posers can fight with me in Polish. That was basically it. And they don't get it.
Yeah.
But
Honestly,
it was a good try.
it sounded absolutely great on your end.
It did.
Yeah, I think so as well.
They're going to pay you back by trying to shoot you.
Yep.
And they both miss. But now they're coming.
Does
towards
one's gun jam with
it's one on
that's
the roll, not the damage.
Never mind.
Yeah.
And Kraken is
how close? Because I know Magic can finish sewing Steve up. Well, not sewing, but stapling.
They are. Let's see. What did I have them at?
Magic roll crafts, arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts.
Staple gun, Steve. Glue gun.
They're
5-minute crafts.
Yeah, they're about 10 meters away.
It's stapling. Is it really that hard?
Shush.
Yes.
It's
I'm not saying
stapling.
for your roll. I'm saying for like the how far the roll has to succeed past.
It's
It is stapling while under fire.
Cyborg.
It is stapling while under fire.
Yeah, under pressure.
Yeah.
Dum, 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 dum.
Same
Under
thing
pressure.
happened in my head. But yeah.
Red is leaving that to Magic. He believes in Magic. That she will be able to save Steve.
Believe in magic.
If I was there, I could use paramedic.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We're hoping that you'll be able to revive him after he's dead.
I'm gonna
That's
succeed.
necromancy.
Look,
Wrong
a
game.
necromancer is just a really late healer.
Yeah.
Wrong game.
Late here.
Or a recycling person.
He's a life priest with a really weird definition of the word.
But yeah, Red is running towards. They're gonna be able to get a shot off at him while he does this.
Yeah.
But the very familiar sound of begins to pierce through the warehouse.
All right. So
I have not pulled that out for a while.
yeah. Magic, you're used to that sound.
It's
You know
kind
what's
of
about
calming.
Kind
No
of
close
calming.
to.
Yes, give her a +2. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the chain rip is so calming for her.
Ah, the sound of body parts about to be dismembered. Yes.
I just gotta
Sorry,
quickly double check
I'm
your
just
move
silly
here.
today.
Cause where's
Deck
move
the
7?
hall. Deck the halls with strewn body parts.
La 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 la.
Thank
We're
you.
not near Christmas, y'all. No.
Oh, it's a
It's
heavy
always
pistol. I thought it was
Christmas
very
in
heavy. So
Red
it's roll
Town.
twice. Okay. So that guy is going to attack twice and probably miss both times.
I have to evade. Right?
Yes, you would have to evade and beat a 19 and a 17.
That's not as hard as you'd think. But yeah, let's see. 22.
Okay, and the second one?
Oh, this one I only need to roll 3 or higher. Thank you. 25.
So the 2 bullets from that. And are you going to dodge the SMG spray? Incoming? Because I'm supposed to ask before I roll.
Yeah, I will. Okay.
25 have to beat it.
The crit.
So that actually goes your way.
Oh,
Because the difficulty value, it's not meets it, beats it. It's you have to beat it. And NPCs don't get luck. So you dodge the 2 pistol rounds pretty effortlessly. The burst, however, it seems right on target. You're like, well, this is going to hurt a lot. And then every single round hits the thickest parts of your armor. Like, if this was War Thunder, it would be, why the fuck are all my hits bouncing? None of them penetrate, none of them do any damage, but it looked like you were dead to rights for a second there.
okay. Yeah, actually, my armor would have ablated that anyways.
I know, right? Even with
Yeah.
the ×2. Oh no, wouldn't quite, but exit. Give me a D10 and I need to know your luck score.
4. So that would be 7 plus 4.
Okay.
Or
No,
an 11.
it was trying to roll under.
Oh.
Yeah. So you don't make it yet this round.
I got an idea.
Don't put that on me. I'm
Yeah.
trying my best.
Yeah.
Han Solo, you're not only hurt.
All right, Kraken, you are up.
You hit the
Okay,
one red
so-
light between here and there.
Since I'm a netrunner, could I use a net action to like get a general SOS to anybody in my contact list, because it would be too metagaming to just write to exit because he doesn't know where exit is. Like SOS to all contact. I'm here. Cyborg Johnny is attacking. Please help me.
Exit is making her way, but
Yeah, but Kraken
How's that?
doesn't know that.
Yeah.
He would just do a mass text.
I would say that, yeah, you could use your
his
action
agent.
to basically script up a bulk message
Yeah.
to your contact list.
He would totally do that because he's panicking now.
Magic, Red Death, your phone's beep. Exit, your phone beeps.
It's been set to
as well.
silent since we got to Totem Tens.
Okay.
But they are used to
My-
Kraken sending random messages.
Oh yeah,
my brain beeps.
yeah.
My internal agent.
Your left eyeball vibrates.
Yeah.
With a phone
Oh,
call. Sorry.
Like that. No, it's okay. I just
Sorry.
imagined it.
Yeah. Sorry, I
That's
forgot that
funny.
there's eye trauma X.
Oh, it
around
doesn't
here.
bother me.
But somebody might be
It
bothered.
was
Yeah, I
more
think
so
it's-
like I
Yeah.
felt it for a moment.
Yeah, I mean,
The
even
internal agent beeps.
I mean this in not a. I think everyone's actually had a little like eye vibrate before, and as not a trauma thing. That's just like
Yeah,
you've stayed awake
let's
too late,
change the
and your eye.
subject.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
But-
I'm gonna stop
When that
talking.
eye
Kra-
strain
Kraken
gets
would be like,
good.
Robot Johnny
Anyways.
Silverhand attacks. Please help. I'm here. Steve is dying. We need help. So, most of his contacts probably would think he's high because he did stuff like that, like sending crazy
Yeah.
messages.
Exit would have mentioned that we're going to Totentans.
yeah,
And
you
as she
gonna-
gets the text, she's, hey, are we able to go any faster?
Yeah, so that would be Kraken's action. Yes, so no
yeah,
problem.
that would
That's a
be
good
your
action.
action. Are you going
And
to
he
move
would
at all? Are you
hide
just gonna-
deeper for move. He would hide deeper go deeper in the boxes.
deeper into the
Like
boxes?
move.
All right, so yeah. So you get a response from Exit saying that she's on the way to Totentans. Exit, you say, can you go any faster? And you don't see Skell grin because of the full-faced motorcycle helmet, but you know the little bastard just did because they leave the rest of the Skull Kids behind. It's like you're already moving, the back tire starts to fishy, and then you and them are just gone.
I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kraken would like give exit admin privileges, like find my drug addicted friend, like
Find my
his exact location.
find my tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, find my tune.
That's what it would be.
Okay, so that was Kraken's action.
Yeah.
I'm
very happy with it.
The two Johnnies that want to kill him.
That's why I wanted to move deeper to give them worse odds to actually get him with
Your
bullets.
move's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, you're a
Yes.
speedy little bastard.
Yes, like Dr. Zoidberg.
All right, so they're gonna take some shots at you. It's gonna be probably a joke. So you have 17 and a 17, neither of which hit. And then the burst also misses. So they're just unloading. I mean, you're hearing glass shatter. You're hearing metal thuds. After the burst, you start hearing the sound of one of those dolls that's based off of a very famous person that you have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
And they're saying a line from some movie you never watched. And there's like 30 of them, and they're saying it at different points, which just unlocked a memory from when I worked at Zeller's. Do you guys remember Crazy Frog?
Oh yes,
I remember when my
Please
mom
don't.
worked at Zellers. I was the little shit that would push all of them.
Yeah, there was one of those. I worked.
But I was also a kid, so give me a break.
No, understandable. It was always a kid who did it. I worked in the bikes and hardware, and toys was right next to it, and there was a 4-foot section of a whole bunch of those Crazy Frogs doing their dirt bike impression. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Lord's patience is what I needed that day, that month, till they all started to die, started doing it slower and slower and slower. Okay. Red
Okay,
Death,
so-
you are up. You could reach them in one move.
Yeah. It's the closest one I'm going for.
Okay. Chain Rip has one attack.
Yeah, it does. It's
Yes,
slow,
it's
but
a
it
very
also
heavy
deals
melee weapon.
some ludicrous damage when it hits.
It's to beat a 60.
That's 2 6s. But they managed to beat it.
Yeah. You come charging up with the Chain Rip, and it's, you've been using the sword for so long that it's not like you forgot how, but your body was just used to reacting in a certain way and moving in a certain way. And this guy had you clocked from the second you let that chain rip out. And he kind of had a feeling which way you were going to strike. And unfortunately,
No,
he
with a
dodges
28,
with a
he's pretty
28. He is going to strike at you with his katana.
Do I even need to pretend that I...
What's the minimum?
15.
Okay, so neither of those hit.
No, that one does, but the other one doesn't.
Okay,
Because it's
so
15 minus 3, which is...
yeah, 12.
But the other one is...
Red is so shocked that the chain
No, I'm
rip
not
didn't
shocked. I'm
work
just
that
pissed off because it hasn't seemed to work since we started this campaign.
Yeah, you basically got shown up by some dude with a Mall Ninja special. He does after armor 4 damage to you, and then a blade 1. Because I'm assuming your armor jack is full.
Oh, it's full.
Yeah, well, it's at 10 now.
Yep.
Creepy undead motorcycle sounds. Ghost Rider.wave. And then the other guy is going to come at you with his baseball bat. And those are...
As long as I don't roll...
Oh, wow. He rolled 2 crits off of that. A 32 and a 34. Off of...
It's the maximum I can roll as well, a 34.
Off of 5 damage
and 2.
and 2 damage.
Can I ask very politely for one other rate of fire chain rip?
I will
Or-
give you 1
Thank
extra
you.
attack after that
For
because
that, that's insane.
the gods are offended.
Yeah. 22 for 15.
And he better bloody miss. Okay, good. All right, 15, and then so takes 12. That's a big hit. You cut a big ugly gash through his chest. He's hurting. He's wishing he was dead, but he's only about halfway there.
living on a
Magic,
prayer.
it is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that first aid roll. See if you can save his
Or
life.
Mette.
17.
Thank God.
17. You're still wearing the helmet, right?
Is Magic
No,
wearing the helmet?
not
Or
anymore.
no, we gave it back.
Okay.
Because I needed to read the Japanese.
Right. Red Death, you get a manual restart complete. And Magic, you watch Steve convulse like just wildly, 4 arms just flailing everywhere. Give me an evasion roll, please.
Can I
That's
do-
how magic will die.
Magic actually wants to do something kind of stupid.
Okay, what are you looking to do?
Hug him.
Yeah, she's effectively thinking it's like a seizure.
Cool down, hug.
Okay.
So she's
biting
kind of
my tongue as the husband of an epileptic. But this is your character. This is, you don't
this is
have a friend who knows that holding somebody down during a TC is
not
bad.
not holding him down, trying to get him aside and keep
Sorry,
him there so he's safe.
okay, like deep pressure.
Not deep pressure, but rolling on his side.
Oh, okay, recovery. All right, I am going to call that a first aid roll on your count, and I'm still going to need that evasion.
All right. Okay. So first aid. Got a 1.
All right, I'm not going to need that evasion because
Yeah.
the reason why you got a 11 minus 10, so a 1, is because Steve cracked you in the face with one of his
Okay.
arms.
Okay.
You take 6 damage. No ablation because it was right in the face. As one of his metal arms just comes up and just bam.
Yeah.
Not the worst.
It's not the worst. It was a 1 and a 5, so
Not even the
Could've-
average.
Could have been really bad.
all right. Exit, give me another luck roll, please.
Yeah. Rolling the dice, roll them faster.
Oh,
3. Perfect. You roll up to Totentan's, and there's like a dozen Rotten Johnnies in the street. They're like in packs of like 3 or 4 going, holding people down at gunpoint, trying to get answers, and then, trying to get their money. However, there's about a dozen of you guys, and you're on bikes. You basically, you and the Skull Kids basically cavalry charge through down this street. And if the Rotten Johnnies don't get out of the way, they get hit. It's terrifyingly effective. It's full on Acura, which is where I got the idea. And you very quickly take charge of the situation. However, you don't see Kraken Magic or Red Death anywhere. Like they're not in the street at all.
I'm going in.
Into Totentowns?
Yep.
Okay. As you go in, give me a perception check.
Update, not in social.
Awareness.
It would be an awareness. 18.
18. As soon as you throw open the doors, well, the first thing you see down this hallway that has like spray paint and like bioluminescent paint and stuff, on all along the sides, the top, and the floor, you see like 9 or 10 Rotten Johnnies unconscious on the ground in various states of ow.
I love the various states of ow.
As you go farther into the warehouse, the club actually, you can hear pockets of fighting on the opposite side of the warehouse, like beyond where the stage is. It sounds like it's retreating gunfire. Inside the club, there's like 3 or 4 like pits of just violence. The Rotten Johnnies have unfortunately found themselves. Remember, this is Totentans. This is basically an animal pit for cyber psychos. And the Rotten Johnnies came in and started a big fight. So now they're dealing with a bunch of people who are just looking for an excuse to let off. And it's pretty brutal. They outnumber these psychos probably about 5 or 6 to 1, but they're getting slaughtered. And off to the side, you see here sitting on a pile of bodies with his feet kicked up on top of a keg, drinking a beer, watching. So you showed up for the entertainment, huh?
Not necessarily. Like, she is very focused on the safety of her comrades.
You missed Magic, Red Death, and Kraken. I told them to run. If they were smart, they did.
Nope. Because I got a message from Kraken saying they were here.
They were where?
Here.
I am here. And I didn't see them.
You can always phone Kraken.
If
Phone a
they-
friend.
She's gonna look on her Find My Choom.
Yeah.
Choom's
Ball of
tab.
choom.
Find My Choom is not the most accurate program. It tells you that he's within 100 meters.
Fuck this.
But from what here just told you, he's not in Totentans. Unless you get the paid version. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Look, Find My Choom is free, but it has ads.
Yeah.
Mr. Stud coming to you now, and night after night.
If I focus, can I hear any of my friends? Any of them?
Not in the club. But
I think Exit would know that Kraken is terminally online, so if she would shoot him a message, he would try to tell her where he is. He's always high, so...
Exit just text Kraken. Where?
Kraken would respond, we are in a warehouse, Steve is dying, we are fighting Johnnies.
As soon as she reads in the warehouse, she's going.
yeah,
And
you
he
exit.
would get close to Totentans.
Yeah. You don't. It's kind of hard to tell because yeah, we're in a warehouse. You're in the warehouse district. They're everywhere. There's just, you look left, there's a warehouse. You look right, there's a warehouse. You look up, there's an overpass.
Motherfucker.
Give me a awareness perception, please.
20.
However, only one of these warehouses appears to have a running chainsaw in it.
Chainsaw Man.
I think you've seen Red Death use it, or at least try to use it.
Probably.
Yeah.
The sound is unmistakable.
Yeah, I was gonna say chain rips have a pretty, unfortunately, currently copyrighted, thanks GW, sound. But it's very distinctive.
Also,
So
Exit has this
the cyber
sound. Yeah,
that's how she got it. So it's a warehouse. You kind of turn, you look, you see, okay, that makes sense. You come out of here, you would run straight that way if you're trying to avoid stuff. You run over there, and as you are, it is now Kraken's turn.
Yeah, so I got a crazy idea. Instead of shooting the Johnnies, could Kraken try to shoot a box? Because there are boxes everywhere. Could he try to shoot a box down on them like a cartoon?
Okay.
Looney Tunes.
It will be an. There will be some penalties because you are aiming for a specific object, but give me
Yes.
a handgun roll or whatever with your shooty gun.
Yes.
This is
I'm gonna just get the control arms.
all right. Yeah. So you look up, you aim, you realize there's one box that's been pushed out a little far. It wasn't pushed in all the way. So you squint, kind of tilt your head to one way, fire. The bullet hits the bracket that's holding that shelf up, and the pallet slides. The box comes down, and it's a dishwasher.
Clean
Dishwashers are
yourself
heavy.
up!
Dishwashers are huge. This box lands on the ground, and it makes an unholy racket. Dust everywhere because it's a warehouse. Trust me, they're all dusty.
Yeah.
And as far as you can tell, there's nobody chasing you. Red Death is now your turn.
Clicky the button to go and attack someone with a chain rip. 17. Jesus.
Well, let me check something.
Am I rolling just the worst? Yes.
Roll a 3. All right. Let's see what Johnny does here. 18. The teeth.
Can I use my luck to bump that up to a 19?
All right. It will take 2 points.
I'm doing it.
Okay, now this thing does stuff. One-handed, very heavy melee.
Oh no, it doesn't do anything else. It's literally just ridiculously strong. Like I just went to the thing as well. Interface Volume 3.
Mm-hmm. Which I still have to read.
Yeah, and on page 85, the original cyber weapon of mass destruction. It just talks about how it's a one-handed, very heavy melee weapon installed in the cyber arm, which can be drawn and
it's the
stowed
same as
without
the
an
unit
action. But
here.
while popped up, the user can't use anything in the arm. And once it's drawn as an action, it can be revved up, and once revved, it will remain so until it's put away. While revved, it is an excellent weapon.
Yeah. I have it changed
You're
right now
excellent
currently
to each
4, but
other.
it's supposed to be excellent because you got it fixed.
Yes.
I forgot to change that. So
Does excellent help with then?
+1.
Oh.
Yeah,
I need to
so
spend one
you
luck
did,
point then.
and it's not applying your weak spot for some reason.
No, I don't have any weak spot at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I have actual deflection and threat detection.
Okay. Did you
Because
attack?
because I can take. I need to go back to my health that I did because I actually only took 2 points.
The question I was going to ask is which one did you attack? The one with the katana or the one with the baseball bat you had already hit?
One with the baseball bat I've already hit. I just want to
Okay.
finish him off. It's better to. I don't know. It's one of those unless he's wounded so badly that he won't be able to swing at me.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to math.
Maybe
Yeah, no, that hit cuts him in 2.
The first one or the second one?
The hurt one.
Oh, cool.
Yep, it's enough to take him out.
Yep.
So the one with the katana will make his 2 attacks.
So that's a
So a
30.
32 and a 14.
Well, let's see if I can. I can't.
I don't think you can beat the 32. Your minimum's 15, so you dodge the unless you roll them.
Unless I roll like crap. Yeah. 21 and 20.
Yeah. So that first one hits. So you take 3 and a blade 1.
I take 1.
You take 1. Nicks your face. Yeah, because you said you had damage reduction. That's what it is.
Yes, that's the thing.
Solo buffs are so cool.
Oh, they are. And when you actually remember to use them properly,
Yeah.
you become
And
unkillable.
this is when exit comes in. You pretty much showed up just in time to watch Red Death cut this guy in half in front of you and get nicked in the face with a katana. You can't see Kraken, and you don't know where magic is right now.
Okay.
So what do you do?
She's gonna look to Red and go, "Where's magic?" So just ask where magic is. She's gonna try to get there.
Red's going to very. He's gonna try to motion to her so that the Johnny can't see where he's motioning.
Okay.
Actually, no, he's just going to point. Because if the Johnny tries to turn to move, he's just going to immediately eviscerate. He
It's
just points
gonna
behind
zoom
him.
over.
So you go over to where Magic and Steve are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a paramedics check. Which is technique.
What the fuck?
12.
Maybe look.
Can I try that again?
Sure. What's
Just
your
because
first-
she's cool? 18.
18.
A lot better.
In your semi-professional opinion, having seen a lot of people who've been shot before, Steve looks like crap. He's gonna make it, but he looks terrible. Magic's, for lack of a better term, mad staple run. Kind of makes a zigzag up his chest. Because Red got a hole open in it, and I'm gonna be honest.
I had to pressurize somehow.
I'm gonna be honest. It looks really bad, but he'll make it.
At least Red used the knives and not the chain rip to open him up.
You know what they used to open up the chest cavity?
Yeah, he used a scalpel. That's how good he is.
Bones.
So that doesn't
Scalpel
need
and a bark.
my immediate attention. Is there anything else I can do?
I am trying to think.
Movement, I think.
Yeah,
Is he
pretty
still
much.
convulsing?
I mean, Steve is pretty much ready for transport. He looks like a mess. But if you
He's
guys,
doing a hard reset.
if you guys can get him out of there, he might make it.
Magic, help me.
Let's get him out the back.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He was flailing around.
Yeah.
I am going to need
That's what I meant. Is he still?
yeah, he's still pretty thrashing around pretty hard. I'm going to need we're gonna call it brawling checks from both of you.
Oof. Now there's where
15.
Kraken would be useful.
I'm a 24.
The power of love.
Yeah, he's a squirrely little shit, but you guys managed to get some duct tape around his arms and pin the pairs of arms together so they're not all going around all over the place. And it folds off like a Swiss Army knife. It takes some work with the two of you doing your absolute bloody best. You do manage to get him into a safe, transportable situation. Kraken, however, is in the middle of a warehouse, unfamiliar warehouse, and he just blocked off the way he came. You, my friend, are lost.
He would say, I'm not lost. I'm in Luther heaven. I think I was thinking about rolling resistor through drugs because he wants to loot, and I'm not sure if he has enough humanity left to care about his friends who are
Oh.
fighting. But I don't know if I'm not crippling him too much.
I like that idea. I think that's actually kind of funny. Give me a roll to resist kleptomania.
Yeah. I'm gonna and it's resistor to drugs, yes?
Yeah, resistance to torture and drugs.
So it's but no, not body awareness. Oh no, yes, body.
It's body.
Yes.
15. It's hard, man.
Yeah,
Like,
so much
you
stuff I
get
want to, but how about
everywhere-
Stevie's wonderful love story?
Everywhere
I want the
you
love
look,
story.
and every time you blink, you hear that angelic chorus. The oh,
Yeah.
and it's just like a garbage can. And, oh, you know.
But the best things are in garbage.
But at the same time, you know that you guys need to get out of here. The Rotten
My
Johnnies
chums
are
need
coming
me.
back, and that big dude is scary as hell.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So your next course of action is to try and find your way out.
Perception? Okay.
Let
Or look?
I'm going to ask for where I could have sworn there was like you know what? Let's call this
Deduction? Library
yeah,
search.
deduction.
Okay.
Deduction, perfect. Where is that?
Okay.
11.
In education.
You're still pretty lost.
Maybe I could burn some luck?
Yeah, I would say that you burn a luck point and it takes you a little bit, but you do kind of figure out where you are. You find a cross area in the aisles, and from there you can kind of make your way back and around. As you're in the next aisle over, and as you pass where the box fell, I need you to make me an evasion check.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
You can see the door.
In But nobody.
It's in fighting.
Awareness.
Fighting
Right.
evasion.
Okay. Fighting evasion.
31. Kraken with the crits again.
Yeah.
You
Kraken criticus.
you basically get the Spidey sense, except instead of the
It's
little
Kraken
tingles,
sense.
it's tentacles.
Yeah.
And you ninja roll your way out of the way as
He's
a
doing the Zoidberg.
yeah, exactly.
He
Um,
thinks he's an octopus guy.
as another giant box falls down from above because the box hits the next scaffolding and starts moving things around. The rest of you guys, as we're just gonna say it, Red Death kills the hell out of this guy.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much a
Makes sense.
a non-issue at this point. You exit the warehouse and get Steve loaded up. You head back to Broken Bones and get him in the car because those bikes don't belong off the road. They don't. That would just be wrong. Yeah.
Is Steve conscious or he's unconscious?
He's unconscious.
Okay.
Red Death, all of the biomonitor warnings pretty much say stable, but why?
Because I'm amazing. Wait. Oh no, I don't know. Nah, just pretend. Because I'm amazing.
Yeah. You drive out to where you know that the camp is now. He's more inert than conscious. You get out there and they don't recognize the car. They expected Sheila, but once they realized who was in the back seat, it's just like, okay, let's just get him to the tent. And we are going to close tonight off with the image of Big Red, this giant muscle meat wall of a man in a hospital bed next to Steve, who is strapped down, just clamped, everything. It looks more like an iron lung than a hospital bed.
Imagining giant staples.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
And he's surrounded by medical professionals, the two med techs and other people, and the camera kind of closes in, zooms in between them, and they're holding hands.
Kraken is standing in a corner, trying to cry, but he has no tear
Doesn't have the tear
ducts.
ducts. He didn't pay for
But
them.
he's very, very like, love wins. I'm so happy for them. Happy Pride.
Love did fuck all. I did my whatever.
It was all worth it.
So I would like to thank you guys tonight. First, I'd like to thank you, Exit, for coming in or halfway through. I know you were.
I was hoping I would be back sooner, but
No problem.
next
You are the
weekend-
cavalry.
next week I'll be here at the beginning.
Magic.
I think
thank you.
we won't have next week. It's 6th, and our 2 players are in another game.
No, that's 2 weeks from now.
Oh, 2 weeks from now. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's no worry about that.
Yes.
So thank you, Magic. This was, you got to flex some skill rolls, and Roll20 still clearly likes you.
At least a little bit.
A little
Magic
bit.
is doing what she's supposed to, but
I love Red Dead having 2 critics in a row.
Thank you, Kraken, for tonight. The Red Kraken is always an absolute riot.
It was very fun throwing dishwashers around.
Yep. And honestly, out of all the things I expected you guys to do, I rolled to see what kind of warehouse you guys came into. You got the one that was labeled, and I quote, full of shit.
Yeah. Kraken is gonna give stuff when he's in Carnage. He's gonna give the game console to a kid, shoes to another person.
Whoa! I don't have a TV. This is useless.
And last but not least, I'd like to thank Red Death. It's always fun to have you here. It's
Yes.
always fun to finally get to watch you unload a little bit. You know, get some stress out.
Agreed.
This has been a great game. I'd like to thank chat. I saw Kevin and Back Kyle for sure in there. Thank you, Hellhounds, for reminding us to promote ourselves because we're really bad at that apparently. Thank you if you're watching the VOD. Thank you if you're watching YouTube. I don't know why I'm looking at this screen when the camera's up here. If
I
you're
do
watching
that
the
as
video
well.
right now, please leave a like, because if you're watching this far and you're listening to me ramble, I'm going to assume you enjoyed something. If you're on YouTube, also leave a comment. I do read them, and any kind of feedback is great. Believe it or not, I am a first-time GM. So if you have feedback for me, especially if you've played Cyberpunk Red before, please leave me something so I can, gain a little bit of extra insight.
Murder more people. What? Who said that?
Murder more people. Yeah, raise the stakes, Bison.
What? No, I said let me murder more people. I don't know what anyone else said. What? I didn't say anything.
I'd also like to thank our producer Kevin, who is here
Yes.
but not here. He's always awesome, and he's the reason we're here in the first place.
Agreed.
And lastly, please, as always, be nice to each other. Have a good night.
Bye bye.